What's going on? It's your boy Zesty215 here, back with the week 7 team builder for the DDL OU League. This week we're going against the team you see, which is the Orlando Gengars, and their coach is X Phantom. I think he's doing pretty well in the league, so it should be a good battle. His team consists of Victini, Sylveon, Galvantula, Sceptile, Swine, Mega Scizor, Komodo, Tentacruel, and Archeops. I'm really jealous because I've been trying to, in all these draft leagues, I've been trying to get Victini, either draft Victini or get on it or take over for a team that has Victini, but I keep coming up short. I really want to use Victini. I think it's a great mon, but I know you guys can't see, but we're gonna go over his kills leader. His kill leader is Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor has 8 kills this season. Komodo has 8 kills this season. Victini has 4 kills. Swine has 2. Archeops has 2. So if I had to look at his kills and break down who I think he might bring, Mega Scizor, Komodo, Victini, Archeops, and Swine. I mean, Mega Scizor and Komodo having 8 kills apiece shows that he has a good game plan for them. And just to let you know, Mega Scizor and Komodo only played in 4 games. Out of the 6 games we had, Victini is the only person that has came to every game on his team. He hasn't even brought his Mega 2 of the games, and it has 8 kills. So that is massive. That is big. So with that being said, let's take a quick pause and then take a look at my team. Okay, so now we have my team. Just to give a brief recap to anyone new to the channel, we are having a pretty tough season. I picked this team up. I was asked by a friend who is in control of the league if I wanted to pick up a team because the current owner was inactive. I was already interested in getting into competitive battling. I was looking around, on Reddit and other places for a league. So I was like, you know what? Perfect. Yeah, I would like to do this. So it is an OU league. The team, when I got it, was 0-1. Our record is 0-5. We have lost 5 games, but honestly, I think it just comes with it. Like I said, I'm very new to competitive. Like, I get a lot of my information from YouTube, Smogon, and just from a lot of the failures I had. So if I use a set before, I remember it. I write down what did it do well and what did it do well. So if I come up against another coach who has something similar to a set that didn't do so well, either I need to switch it up or this mon needs to take a break, take a seat on the bench. So with that being said, I just had to explain because if you're coming here thinking I'm some professional, I'm not, but I'm definitely doing my best to get better. And the reason for all these draft leagues is because I want to get very serious about competitive battling before Sword and Shield comes out. I think I would be able to do a lot better if I have some experience. So with that being said, let's take a look at the team. First, we have Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric ability is Lightning Rod. It's running Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Protect. Just because my opponent does have Swine, which is a good mon that he can switch in during my electric attacks. So I want to be able to do some kind of damage to that. Protect is always a good move, just in case, like I said. You'll see with the Mew, the set I'm running, with that set, Protect is a good way to help stall some toxic turns. Its attack, there's in the EV spread, there's 4 in the attack, 252 with the special attack, 252 in the speed, and it's running Hasty Nature. Next, we're going to speak about Mew. Mew is just running kind of like a hazard set. Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Thunder Wave, U-Turn. I don't think he has many options to get rocks away, so if I can get rocks up, that'd be great because I'm pretty sure they'll probably stay the whole time. I think he has Archeops who has default, and I forgot. Oh, and Tentacruel that has Rapid Spin. But if we can stay in, like, there's a whole strategy to that, and I will have to explain that during the battle. So The EV spread is 102 with the HP, 150 with the defense, 4 with the special D, and 252 with the speed. This should be able to outspeed a good amount of Pokemon on his team, so we should be able to get rocks up, get a Toxic off, get a Thunder Wave off, and then get out of there. One of those three. If we can't get a Toxic on something, hopefully we can get a Thunder Wave on it, because the Thunder Wave will pair well with the Togekiss, which we will be going over later. But yeah, and Mew is also running leftovers just to, stay healthy. Next is the GOAT, Kyurem. Kyurem is running Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Substitute with the Expert Belt. Expert Belt is going to give any super effective moves 1.2 times damage buff. So this would be great if we can get it in safely, get behind the sub, and just start letting loose with Earth Powers and Ice Beams. And if not KOing many of his Pokemon, at least lowering them. If we can get them lower, we will do a lot better. So the EV spread is 56 with the HP, 200 with the special attack, and 252 with the speed with the timid nature. Like I said, hopefully outspeeding something, but really just trying to get it in safely, get behind the sub, and just start dwindling down his team. This is the Pokemon that I think is going to be the winner for the week. Blacephalon is running Choice Scarf, so we're going to outspeed everything on his team. It's running Fire Blast, for the Piloswine, Shadow Ball, Knockoff, Mind Blown. Shadow Ball really takes out most of his team. So if I can, like I said, if I can get this in, if I can get Shadow Ball and kill one of his Pokemon, I will be able to take out the rest of his team because of Beast Boost. The Pokemon's highest stat is raised by 1 if it attacks and KOs another Pokemon. So his special attack is constantly going to be getting raised, which will put me in a position where I will be able to defeat most of his team. So it is running 252 with the special attack, 4 with the special D, and 252 with the speed, just to make sure we outspeed his team. Next is Slappy, the Tangrowth. This is just our bulky Pokemon to help Kyurem dwindle things down. So it's running Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Knockoff, Sludge Bomb. Knockoff is a great move just in case, because the more Pokemon without items, the better your chances are. He's running 252 with the HP, 150 with the defense, and 106 with the special attack, just to help boost that Giga Drain, because he does have a lot of Pokemon that are weak to grass, such as Piloswine or Tentacruel, Archeops. So boosting that to help get some kills while dwindling things down, it'll be great. Lastly is Togekiss. Togekiss is new. We just picked him up. I forgot who we dropped, but we did pick up Togekiss because I decided, hey, we're 0-6. Why not just try to go Paraflinch? We can't do no wrong. So it's running the Babaya Berry, which has damage taken from super effective Steel type moves, since it is Fairy and Flying. But now that I'm thinking about it, he doesn't really have a Steel type on his team, so we probably were better off just doing something else. But it's running Air Slash, Default, Flamethrower, Roost. Now, Air Slash, if you don't know, it has a 30% chance to flinch the target. So the pair flinches. If a Pokemon is paralyzed and I use Air Slash, most of the time I'm either going to get a full para or I'm going to get a flinch, which will just put me in a great position. Serene Grace is also great too, because the Pokemon moves has their secondary effects doubled. So Air Slash already has a 30% chance, so now with Serene Grace it has a 60% chance to get a flinch. So yeah, this is why I have it. 252 with the HP, 252 with the special attack, and 4 with the special D. Okay, so that's it for my team. Stay with me. You will be seeing the battle shortly. It will be post-com, and I'll be talking myself through it. All right. See you in a bit. Just hang on. Okay, here I met with Phantom just to see what he brought. He did bring the Scizor, the Mega Scizor, the Piloswine, the Tentacruel, the Archeops, the Galvantula, and the Victini. So he did bring one of his kill leaders, but he didn't bring Komodo, which is, I guess, good for us. Now, what I was thinking in the beginning was he's going to most likely want to lead with Galvantula, because Galvantula, if you ever see Galvantula, it's there for sticky webs. It is there for sticky webs. I don't care what anyone says. Galvantula is there to get up sticky webs and slow down your team. So I said, no matter what, I'm going to lead with Blacephalon, because even if he didn't want to lead with Galvantula, his next obvious lead would either be Archeops or Piloswine, and Fire Blast would one-hit KO Archeops and Piloswine. So I thought out of his 6 Mons, Blacephalon KOs 4 of them. So obviously, let's get started. I led with Blacephalon, he led with Galvantula. Now, he knew that he couldn't stay in, so he switched out and he went to Tentacruel. I took this time to hit knockoff because like I said, the more Pokemon without items, the better we are. And I knew he was going to switch out, so it was no point in going for Shadow Ball or Fire Blast. So I knocked off his Black Sludge, and then I got out of there and went into Mew. He went for Toxic Spikes, then went to Scizor. I went for Stealth Rocks. He goes Mega. I try to Thunder Wave and get the Para, but we missed. He goes for knockoff. It does a lot of damage, and he knocks off my leftovers. At this point, I realized the set that I showed you guys before, for some reason, didn't actually make it to the game. So the 150 in the defense was not actually on Mew for some reason. I don't know. I checked after the game. It just wasn't. It was in the attack, and I was like, maybe that was from before, but I don't know. Because when knockoff did 60%, I was like, wait, hold on. With the 150 in my defense, it should have only done about 40. So after that, I was very confused. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get out of here because I don't know what's going on. So I U-turn. I go to Togekiss. I went to Togekiss just because Togekiss has Defog on it. And plus, it wouldn't get affected with the poison spikes. Toxic spikes, sorry. He went for U-turn. Goes into Galvantula. I took this chance. I stayed in. He goes for Volt Switch. So now I know that his Galvantula is faster than mine, but that's okay because we don't even have any EVs in our speed, so it's not too much faster. But since he went into Galvantula, I decided to click Flamethrower just because, like I said, Flamethrower would have killed Galvantula, but he brings in Scizor and it goes down to Flamethrower. Maybe he didn't know that Togekiss could get that, so that was fine. He brings in Archeops. I switch out to go to Mew. He U-turns and kills me. I had to pick a sack. I'd rather it not be Togekiss because Togekiss can still come in handy. Just because Mew is down and we can't get the pairs up doesn't mean that we still can't get flinches, because Arrow Slash still has a 60% chance to flinch. So I was like, you know what? This is still a key Pokemon. He goes into Piloswine and gets the rocks up. I go Leech Seed just to, try to get some health and dwindle that thing down. He goes Tentacruel. I hit Giga Drain because I think Giga Drain would have KO'd the Piloswine or brought it to a really low level. Either way, whoever he brought in, Giga Drain is always a good move because we get health back. So I decided to stay in here. I think he thought that I was going to switch out because he's a poison type and grass is weak to poison. But I was like, listen, I'm staying in because I know you think I'm going to switch out. He goes for a Rapid Spin while I click Leech Seed, which is going to get me some health back and continue to dwindle him down and either put him in a position where he wants to sack the Tentacruel or switch out. He goes for the switch out, and I get a Giga Drain off on that, on the Galvantula as well. At this point, I realized there was really no safe way for me to get Togekiss in, so I think this is another battle. I don't know if it happened in the same league, but this is another battle where it's going to go down to the hazards. I didn't have enough Pokemon to have the hazards going. I only had one Pokemon with default when I could have put it on Mew as well, but I didn't. He gets his webs up, so now all my Pokemon are going to be slower. I kill Galvantula with Sludge Bomb. At this point, I'm sitting here saying, listen, I need Tangrowth to take out as many Pokemon as I can because all these hazards, one row of toxic spikes, sticky webs, plus rocks, it's really gonna be a problem. He brings in Archeops, he goes for Aerial Ace, doesn't do much because I'm very bulky. I go for Giga Drain and almost kill. I stay in, he goes for Aerial Ace again, doesn't do much. I go for Giga Drain and kill Archeops. So right now, Tangrowth has 2 kills. He brings in Victini, he goes for Zen Headbutt, and he gets the kill. But now I believe that his Victini is Scarf, so he's locked into the Zen Headbutt. So I decided to bring in Blacephalon. Blacephalon gets poisoned, and my speed goes down, and I get rock damage. So I go for Shadow Ball, and as you can see, Shadow Ball does a lot. But he got the Zen Headbutt and was able to get the kill. I bring in Togekiss, he goes for Zen Headbutt and gets the kill. I bring in Mega Manectric, and what happens here? He brings in Piloswine, and I try to go for Volt Switch, I believe. Yes, I tried to go for Volt Switch, but Piloswine's immune. So at this point, I'm just like, hey, I don't think we win this game. So I go for Flamethrower to weaken to the Tentacruel. I wish I would have went for Electric move, but he goes for Skull. And as you can see, you can just watch it play out. Go for Flamethrower again, do a little bit of damage. Flamethrower again, still do a little bit of damage. He goes for Earthquakes and knocks me out. Now, like our plan was to get Kurum in here safe and clean so we can hide behind the subs, but it was a little bit too late for that. I wish I would have got him in earlier, but that Piloswine is so scary because at any time he could have just it would have did good damage to me. So he stays in. I kill it with Draco Meteor, and then he just brings in Victini, and V-Create kills me. So he won. Phantom, that was a great battle. If I could have just somehow got my rocks back up, I don't think the Victini would have been a problem. I think we could have won the game. But it is what it is. I'm happy. Even in defeats, I'm happy just because it's a learning process. There's so many things I can learn from this one battle, and I was so close. I believe it was very close. It might not have seemed like it to anyone watching, but it was a very close match. Just think about it this way. If Stealth Rocks was still up, Victini would have died on entry, and then it would have been a Curum at about over 50 versus a Tentacruel that is sitting at 5%. So I would have won because no matter what, he would have died to the rocks. So now I know, hey, maybe I should put rocks on more than just one Pokemon. Secondly, maybe I should put Defog on more than one Pokemon. So if I had to rate my battles in the beginning of the battle, C+. I think we got out to a really good start. But once he got hazards up in the middle of the battle, and I was unable to get them off, the middle part of the battle was about a D+. And then the end of the battle, we tried to hang in there. I will give it a C, just because we were able to take out at least one mine and lower the differential. But that's it for today. Like I said, keep rocking with me. I know you're seeing a bunch of L's, but I promise you, it's only going to get better from here. I'm only going to keep learning. I'm fresh to the competitive scene. Keep rocking with me. Sooner or later, these L's are going to turn to W's. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, pass it to a friend, hit the bell notification, and definitely go check out the rest of the playlists if you're enjoying the battle content. All right, I'm out. Y'all stay zesty. Yeah, and if y'all need anything from me, just hit me up in the comments. Deuces.